Hi, welcome to Savepoint, a show on YouTube where we talk about video games and topics that you send to us on YouTube, Twitter, Tumblr, and Facebook using hashtag Savepoint. I'm Michael Anthony.
I'm Nick Rubio.
I'm Ryan Shepard.
And you'll notice today we are doing it in my bed. We're feeling a little under the weather, but that's not going to stop us from bringing you some content. So consider this a chill point. Consider this relax point.
Or humidor point.
Yeah, it's pretty spicy in this room right now.
Look, here, just to explain some BTS for you. That's behind the scenes.
Okay.
When you're recording and you have a microphone, microphones pick up everything. So you want to run in the fan in the background? You can't do that. No fan.
No fans in the
We
background.
suffer for our art here.
Yeah.
Exactly.
UnderInspired games.
If you go and watch one of our really old save points, you'll hear like a...
There's like 2 of them where we accidentally forgot.
Yeah, and it's awful. And we don't want you to have to experience that, so we suffer for you.
Find the hidden save points. Tell us in the comments because I don't remember.
Alright, so now that we've got that out of the way, now that you understand the plight of UnderInspired games, let's get into it. Lack of bowl.
Yeah, we don't have a bowl today.
Nick has come up with the idea of hiding them in my shirt, so I'm going to go into my shirt and pull out this topic.
Okay.
That you sent to us.
And this is from Twitter,
Mm-hmm.
at CodMcPoopin, our boy Scooter Kenny. Who is the extended family here at UnderInspired Games. He's the only person that I would watch play some Call of Duty. He's really, really good. He's incredible.
He's a freak at COD.
Check him out at COD_McPoopin.
He's the only person who plays Diablo with me.
Yes.
Because Michael is too busy.
I'm busy. Okay. At Savepoint, if you could only play one game for the rest
Does
of
he
your
really
life...
use @ instead of hashtag?
No, at UnderInspired hashtag
Oh,
Savepoint.
okay. I was just saying. Good.
Give him some credit! If you could only play one game for the rest of your life, what would it be? I've never thought about that.
A single game for the rest of my life. Man, that is a difficult.
I gotta think,
difficult
what's the longest game I've ever played?
Tetris.
You know what? I hate to say it, it'd probably be Skyrim. Because people have lived out lifetimes in that game.
Yeah.
There are people who are like, dude, no, you have no idea. There's subreddits for Skyrim, and there's one where they just talk about role playing in Skyrim, and they're like, yeah, I'm starting my new run as a farmer's son.
As a farmer's son!
There's a guy who lives his life as an NPC in Skyrim. That's all he does.
There are many people who do that.
Yeah.
And they'll just do regular everyday jobs. Like, yeah, I'm a woodcutter, and they do that every day. And they'll go out and they'll trade and they'll do stuff like that. But that's how they live their whole game, and they love it. And they love it.
I mean, everybody to their own boat.
All right, there's one thing I do want to do, and I was thinking about it earlier today while I was at work. I want, and I'm sure someone's already done this, but I want to get a house in Skyrim and just make it into a library. And just go out and explore the game. I get as many books as I can and just stack them nicely on the shelves. Alphabetize them too. And just have the library of Skyrim. Cool or not cool? It's cool, right?
If I could run in there and just heat wave and knock them all off the shelf.
I don't know. So you're saying Skyrim?
I guess mine's going to be Skyrim. I think that's
Nick?
one of the best options.
Legacy of Kain 2.
Okay, let's add an addendum to it. Okay, not only can... Alright, it's not the game... Okay, it's not that you can only play this game for the rest of your life. You have to play it for the rest of your life.
Okay.
At least once a day, you have to play this game until you die.
Okay. I already know what mine was, and Nick said it jokingly.
What?
Tetris.
No.
Yep.
Why?
I played Tetris a lot. You don't even know. I played Tetris a lot. It's on my phone. It's on my laptop. I play Tetris all the time. It's quick. It's simple. It's digestible. You get in, you get out.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I changed mine. Video poker.
Yeah.
I guess. I mean, it's a nice distraction kind of game. So it's you don't have to be in it.
I already play it every day when I'm on the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
On the bathroom.
But even then, let's say, yes, Tetris is lame and it's an old game. Except when you sit down and you're like, you know what? I'm gonna try to get far in a game of Tetris, and then it becomes a life or death struggle where you're like, no! I misplaced one piece, and you just want to die. You just want to throw your phone away.
You know what the best feeling is?
Hmm.
That spot open for the perfect.
Yes, for the L. It's perfect. You're like,
no, just a straight.
The straight line. Just
no.
You're
You
done.
want to know why
You're
that's
done.
gonna be terrible? Your life is now hell because at one point you're gonna peak. You're gonna peak at Tetris.
And then it's all downhill.
And
for
then the
Tetris.
rest of your life will just be you. Then like, I'll never get that level again. And that's why I hate Tetris. Tetris is a game I'll pick up like once every couple months or something, and I'll play it until I get really high and then lose, realizing that I am not willing to put that much time back into it. Like Tetris is a game for me to be able to play it. I have to be able to like start 10 levels in.
Well,
Because starting at the bottom is not worth it again.
it's not worth it starting at the bottom and now you're here.
Yeah, but once I'm not there anymore, once I'm no longer here, I can't start back at the bottom.
I don't know. I mean, like the Tetris I have on my phone, you can pick the level you start at.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, well that makes it a lot better.
Most of the newer Tetris games you can.
But like
jump
by
ahead.
level, do you
Yeah.
mean by speed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not the same.
And Tetris, they got the one I have on my phone is like Tetris Blitz, and it's also regular Tetris and then like puzzle Tetris. So
have you guys seen like that like Mega Tetris? There's like an online Tetris that's like it's like gigantic. It's ridiculous. It's like you have to scroll. That's how big it is.
that's annoying.
All right, and yours is Legacy of Kain too, or is
Yeah.
it no? It's Video Poker.
Video poker.
Video poker.
Specifically, Poker Night 2.
Yeah.
But
I don't
you're
care
gonna,
that-
you're gonna hear every line of dialogue so many times.
I don't care. It's so funny finding out that friggin' Brock Sampson is the great grandson of Ash from Evil Dead was amazing.
I don't know.
And then
That's canon.
yeah, and then even then, like let's say Nick gets done with the dialogue, you just turn the dialogue off in the options. Considering most other video poker games is silence.
Yeah. All right, so let us know in the comments if you had to play one video game for the rest of your life.
Yes.
What game would that be? That's
What
a great
would
question.
your Sisyphus game
That was a great question.
Yeah, and that's the thing is a lot of times like people like they're like, oh, I can't think of something to submit as a topic. It doesn't have to be topical. It doesn't have to be news. You don't have to like ask us a serious question. It can be fun questions like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like how does Master Chief shit?
Obviously, through the intergalactic pooping bag.
It gets warped out.
Here it is, guys.
Pod bay doors.
Grab another topic.
Oh no, you go first, Nick.
Oh, you're just going for it.
Oh, I got sweaty on that one.
So much sweat.
All right, from our always lovable superfan Jason O'Malley.
Jason O'Malley.
What other thoughts on reviewers, writers receiving gifts from devs or publishers? It's the same thing with lobbying. I mean,
Yes.
I think it's unethical. Like
It's-
there was a conversation on Twitter about it, and they don't think it's that big of a deal. I think it's wrong. I think it's extremely unethical. I think even if you are like a staunch like you review in the most objective, non-biased way as possible, you don't know.
Is it okay? Hold on. This is my stipulation.
Mhm.
Are the gifts like a yacht, or do they have shit to do with the game? Like, here's a plushie and a hoodie.
That's usually what it is.
That
yeah.
has to be like that's my thing. Is like
Or
I feel like
I know with Mafia 2, they gave a bunch of press reporters. They gave them brass knuckles because that's a
that's
Mafia thing.
Because that's swag, and then in that case, when you go to like booths and stuff for
Mhm.
games and like at
Yeah.
PAX and stuff, and you're a reviewer, and they find out you're a reviewer, and they give you swag for the game. I feel like that's different. If it were like
Yeah,
they're
that's
giving
not
you,
as bad,
if they're
that's
giving
small.
you if he just sent me a Rolex with a diamond horse named Butt Stallion, Borderlands reference, then that would be.
I
That-
think anything
yeah.
that exceeds the value of like maybe $50 is you shouldn't accept it. Like a jacket or a shirt or something, that's fine. But anything like that has like a serious monetary value, I think it's unethical to accept.
Yeah, at that point, that's unethical. But if they're getting gifts, as in hoodies, T-shirts, game swag that's topical, that has to do with the game, that the reviewer can. Maybe they show their face in videos and they want to wear the stuff, or have the plushie in the background, and it gets people hyped for the game. Then I think that's okay. I think that's perfectly fine.
I don't know. I'm still iffy about it, but
I'm okay with it.
Because I want
to any degree.
I want.
I'm
goddamn
okay.
hoodies.
I'm okay with it to Nick's degree because like one thing is, and you see it on a lot of major sites. You see it on sites like IGN. You see it on sites like Game Trailers. You see it on like on some of the larger sites where it's like, oh, you guys ran one ad for this video game. It's obvious they're paying you under the table, and
It's so
you're
awful.
super untrustworthy. And this game that is super popular and super fun because I don't like it. It's obvious that the industry has colluded, everyone has come together in collusion to take our money.
It's always funny. It's always funny when you get somebody who likes something and a comment section filled with hate, and they're like, "How much did they pay you?
Exactly. Like,
How much did they pay you? Like, they didn't pay this man jack shit."
Is Kotaku and IGN do explicitly state that they have an ad department and then they have their review department, and they are never supposed to touch.
Yeah.
They do not touch.
That's called business.
So like, and it will put you in some iffy scenarios where like there will be a banner scroll for, give me a really shitty game that just came out.
I'll give you the best example of this. So I believe, was it GameSpy who had the Kane and Lynch fiasco? I believe it was GameSpy, and GameSpy ran a review for Kane and Lynch 2 Dog Days, and their editorial and their marketing staff are not separate. They are not separate entities.
That's not good.
So they were running banner ads and full page ads for Kane and Lynch 2 Dog Days, and when this guy did his job saying Kane and Lynch 2 Dog Days is a bad game, it's not that good, it's okay, it's so average, they fired him.
Are you serious?
Yep.
Well, they don't exist anymore. GameSpy is gone now.
Nope.
Good. They don't deserve to exist if they're going to be unethical.
You know what I read that made me laugh today? That made me really sketchy. Okay, so Green Man Gaming today did a sale on a whole bunch of games. One of the games that was on there was Alien Colonial Marines. You know what? They were selling for $4.
Okay.
And I was this close to buying it.
What's wrong with you?
$4. Okay. $4 is pretty low. I'd pay $4 to play that game. That horrible atrocity of a game. And then I read the comments on the thing, and I'm like, I don't trust this. I don't trust this at all. It got a 4.5 out of 5.
Exactly.
Wow.
I don't trust it. I'm not buying from that site. They're gonna steal my credit card. They're gonna write a review of my damn name.
Here's another good example of like, see, you have to think that when it comes to reviewing, you just have to trust in the editors. You have to trust in the fact that these people are gonna be unbiased.
Well, these were the users.
Yeah, exactly.
So
I mean, there was the review scandal for the Jurassic Park the game, where the Metacritic score was really really high, and there was a bunch of user reviews, and they found out that a lot of those user reviews were people on the staff who made the game who said the game was good. You know what I mean? But you just have to trust that these websites, that the reviewers, you know, that they're unbiased, that they are doing their job, and to say that these people who genuinely, if you're fans of those big websites and you watch their videos, you start to get to know them, you start to see the kind of people they are, to think that they're all like these shady backdoor people who are just trying to like squeeze EA and Activision for all their money to give them a better review.
Look at you, Mike Fahey.
Right? Well, IGN could say the next Call of Duty is a 1. That game is still going to sell.
All right, well, so here's the thing, though, is on the other end, as someone who is a reviewer or is trusted amongst the community to provide educated and objective opinions, you know, you owe it to your audience to try to remain as objective as possible. So I feel like there's a lot of instances where you could take someone who thinks that, okay, even if these guys try to buy my opinion, it's not going to work. So they'll accept gifts and they'll accept things thinking that it doesn't affect them. But you need to acknowledge that things can affect you in ways that you might not be cognizant of. Like, if you get these nice things from them, it might in some way be...
Like, oh, these guys are good guys.
Yeah, it might be
They're
speaking to your opinion, and it changes what you end up saying about the game, even though you're not aware that it created a bias. So that's why I think you have to be very careful when accepting anything from anyone, because on some level, it's probably going to affect you, because now you like them.
I don't know. I don't see that, just because if you watch some conversational podcasts from other major distributors like IGN, like Game Trailers TV, you see that like the actual reviewers have great relationships with the developers of these games because they see them so often. You know what I mean?
Right.
They're in the presence of each other so often. It's always, if this company's always making a game, and let's say it's a PlayStation, they make exclusively PlayStation games, then the PlayStation team at Giant Bomb or the PlayStation team at IGN, they're going to be the ones who go up there. They're going to regularly see these guys, and that doesn't stop them from saying, "Look, this game isn't good." You know what I mean? Because to say that like a prize or some kickback might change your opinion, but what if you also happen to be friends with the developer? You know what I mean?
Right.
They're objective enough to say, like, look, we have a lot of fun. We go to these events. After these events, we go to parties with each other. We drink with each other. But this wasn't good. We are friends. We're social equals. I enjoy spending time with you. But this game wasn't good.
I just worry about it, and it also affects your fan base or your audience's ability to trust you if they see you accept these things. So, you know, I don't know. On the level of just getting like T-shirts and stuff, not that big of a crime, but it's like tablets and phones and shit like that too much.
They're never that. They're never that. They're
Well,
always like
that was what-
swag.
But in this instance, that was the example that was used. I believe that Jason actually tweeted out saying that in this case, like it was something like like I don't know, something like Ubisoft or someone giving someone a tablet. So that's a little too much.
I don't know.
I think that answers that
I
topic.
mean, I guess that's kind of topical though, because like, in a sense of the fact that like Watch Dogs and Assassin's Creed,
Yeah.
like, they had.
Mhm.
I mean, it's still a lot. It's still a lot, but I mean, I feel like it's still kind of topical for Ubisoft at least.
All right, I'm gonna cut you off right there because this last topic might just be doused.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's right under Farrah Fawcett's mouth.
Oh, I was gonna
Oh,
have you
no.
dig
All
for
the way from the top.
Oh,
All the way at the top. It's right under Farrah Fawcett's mouth,
are you
guys.
really gonna make me do this?
Yes.
Oh god, this. Is
Oh my god! There was like no contact. He was so serious about that.
I touched some breast.
Did you like it?
Zachary Miller on YouTube, he asks us, oh wow, speaking of Ubisoft, Watch Dogs is so close to finally releasing. Do you guys think it is going to be worth the wait almost 2 years later? P.S. I think it will be. So, do we think Watch Dogs is going to be worth all the hype and the wait that's led up to it coming
hold
out?
on. Let me check my phone that Ubisoft sent me.
Yeah, exactly.
I think I'm gonna say something that I think might be a little controversial
Go ahead.
among us. I don't.
You know what? I kind of don't either.
I think that and here's the thing, and here's why. I think we all remember the first Assassin's Creed,
Mhm.
which looked like God's gift to Earth, and then the game came out and it was really bland. And I feel like that's going to be what Watch Dogs is. I feel like Watch Dogs, what they're doing right now, and the delays and everything, like, you know, like that speaks to it, that maybe the game isn't exactly what they want it to be. And granted, given a second attempt, Watch Dogs 2 could be this, you know, renaissance of game design that could change Earth and cure cancer. You know, I don't know that. But I personally think that the way it's looking right now is, I don't know, I mean...
I'm gonna play it. It's good. You know what? I'm gonna end up getting.
Oh yeah,
it.
don't get me wrong, I'm probably going to play it.
And get it anyway. And you know, whether it's like, you know, the next thing. I don't think it's gonna be the next thing. I haven't really seen any features for it. It looks good. It doesn't look bad.
Yeah.
Graphically, it looks really good.
Yeah.
It's not what they used. You know what they showed. Like there's that big controversy where they said that, you know, why did it look better here
Yeah.
2 years ago, and they got it now? Why does it look different? Like, you know, and that's because, you know, optimization and you know, they have to make it
Right.
So I feel like it's gonna be a fun game. I haven't heard anything aside from like that weird multiplayer that they got going, which I don't really know anything too much about.
Like, I don't think anybody knows anything about
They
that.
talked a little bit about it, like jumping into other people's world and then hacking them, and then like they have to kill you.
So-
or whatever.
And then, like, you can request players' help on your phone, and...
So here's the thing: is like they're building it up like it's this like super interactive world thing where like you're hacking in it and you're really involved with everything. But what I really feel like the end product is going to be is that there'll be like certain things you can interact with,
Mhm.
and it's like you drive up to it and you press B, and then like, you know, the little road spikes come out. It's not going to be like you're like plotting this whole thing out and you're interacting with everything. It's going to be the same thing like every other game where like there are like little interactive spots. And when
Exactly.
you do it, it's very like premeditated, like pre-designed and everything.
Exactly.
It's gonna, and that's what I'm worried about. I hope it'll be better, but I don't know.
Like, I'm sure, like, one of the things, like, you can mess with the traffic lights,
Mhm.
and I'm willing to put money that the traffic lights that you can, like, mess with to cause a car accident, I'm willing to put money that those are canned car crash animations, and that there's going to be, like, 10 types of car crashes, but you won't notice because you're going to be at different angles in the street when you
Right.
cause these car accidents.
or it won't even be. It'll be like it's only certain traffic lights too. Like you
Exactly.
won't be, oh, this one's just not
apparently you
hackable.
can knock the power off the grid. Like,
Yes, I saw that. Like, you can, like, shut down the entire city.
Wouldn't that like ruin you? Because that's like your whole thing. You need electronics to do what you do.
I don't know. I mean, look, I don't think the game is going to be bad. I really don't. I just don't think it's going to live up to the hype that it currently
I hope
has
it
behind
does.
it.
I
I
hope it
want
does.
it
And
to.
also, like, the story, like, kind of like it seems kind of wonky to me. It's this hacker guy. You know, he was a programmer or whatever, and then all of a sudden, I guess like, his wife gets killed or captured or like, you know, stolen and sold on the black market or whatever, and he like is trying to get revenge on the city officials who covered it up.
Very person of interest with this whole, like, computer
But it's like, he's like this,
vigilante.
he's just like this computer guy, and then all of a sudden he's got a gun. He can fucking shoot people like he's Sam Fisher. Like, come on.
And he's like Buku, like slow down time. Just, boom, boom, boom.
I don't see
It's like,
I don't see Weave doing that, and he's a hacker like crazy.
right?
Yeah, come on.
I don't know.
I don't know, man. Look, I think like
Devil's
don't-
advocate. That's what we're playing.
Yeah, and I don't get us wrong. I think we want it to be good because if it's good, we get to play it.
Yeah.
You know, we want it to be good, but this hype train behind it, I don't know. I personally don't know.
Well, what makes me worry about it too is on the whole subject of like the game looking better at one point than what it actually is. Is earlier today, I don't know if you guys have seen this, but it was like it was for Assassin's Creed 3, and it was an early like proof of concept tech demo. And it looked a million times better than the game. Like, it showed Connor, like, jumping among the branches in the tree, and every time he'd land on a branch, the branch would start slumping, like, he really had weight, and, like, snow would fall off the branches from his weight on it, and it was very fluidic, and he's moving through the trees, you're like, wow, this is beautiful. Game looks nothing like that.
Yeah.
And the branches in that game are, like, they're steel
Rigid.
pylons, you know, like...
They're rigid.
So, I worry about that, because it seems like they have kind of a history of... showing something that isn't as good in the end.
I don't know. I think we'll find out soon enough. We really will.
Yeah.
They have a lot of employees.
Yeah, they have
9,000.
Yeah, something ridiculous.
They've reached over 9,000.
over 9,000.
Over 9,000.
Vegeta, they have over 9,000 employees.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Let us know what you think.
Yeah.
And more importantly, do you think it will be as good as they say it is? Leave us a comment. Suggest us some topics for the next save point and everything else. Like the video. Subscribe to our channel. Eat funnel cake. It's pretty good.
Send us a block of ice to put in the room.
Sure. Please, it's hot in here.
See you next time, guys.
Florida.